Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager series here with Eastbourne Borough. It is time for the playoffs, the dreaded playoffs. The season is now finished, the league table is complete, and it is now down to the final 6 teams to fight our way out of this division and into the Vanarama National League. So as always guys, if you're looking forward to today's episode, please do leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well for more Football Manager content and a lot more to come from this series. So we're down to the final 6 teams. We're a little bit unlucky because we're going to be playing in the playoff first round today. So we're playing Maidstone United, who finished in 7th. Billericay will play against Bath City. Now, with a couple of games to go, Oxford City did leapfrog us into the league, into 3rd place. So them and Dulwich Hamlet have actually got a bye into the semi-finals. Now, form-wise, we've actually been pretty decent. Of course, we last met in the triple header where we played Grimsby twice in the FA Trophy semi-final and we got a draw against Concord Rangers. Since then, we beat Slough Town away from home 6-2. Charlie Walker scoring 5 in that game, followed up by another one from James Ferry. We then won at home against Welling United by 3-0. Drew 0-0 against Havant Waterlooville, which came just a couple of days after that one. It was sort of over the Easter period. We beat Billericay 2-1 back at Priory Lane, and then this was the one where we got leapfrogged. We drew with bottom of the table and already relegated Tunbridge Angels 2-2. We actually did pretty well to come back because we were 2-0 down at half-time. Much better performance in the second half, but we couldn't find the win. We finished our final league game of the season, beating Dartford by 2-0. But yeah, this was the point where Oxford City actually leapfrogged us into 3rd position in the table. So if we'd have finished on the same points, we'd have gone above them because we've got a much better goal difference. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but if we want to be getting into the Vanarama National League like next year, which I'm not quite sure that we're ready for. You know, we'll just have to see because our form has been patchy in certain parts of the season. But the main thing is we're going into these playoffs in good form against Maidstone United. And if we get through Maidstone, we will be playing against Dulwich Hamlet, who finished in 2nd place in the table. Oxford City and Dulwich already got a bye. They'll play against Billericay Town or Bath City. So let's do it then. Hopefully this episode will be more than one game because this is a sort of a one-leg shootout. We've got home advantage, which is really good for us because we have been fantastic at home this season. I think we've only lost twice. This is the team that's hopefully going to go out and do the business. Worgan will start in goal. Curry, Dickinson, Flanagan and Drake at the back. Wiley and Ironton in central midfield. We're going with Hutchinson on the left, Chris Weltdale on the right with Charlie Walker and Greg Lewis up front. We've got some players with some incredible stats this year. Chris Weltdale, the right-sided midfielder, 22 goals to his name in all competitions. 14 in the league, 4 in the FA Cup, 4 in the FA Trophy as well. He's had a fantastic season considering he's 35 years old. His contract is up at the end of the season as well. And I'm debating, I mean, it's all going to depend on what league we're playing in as to who out of this squad gets new contracts. Greg Lewis had a good season with 14. Charlie Walker, of course, our top goal scorer, 30 goals for him, 25 of those coming in the league. It would be fantastic if he could add to that tally today. Now, I am tempted to make one final change to this lineup because we've got Hutchinson who just isn't quite fit, so we're going to have to take him off. Let's play Jallow, the man on loan. Rollinson is playing with an injury as well. At the moment, he's got a fractured lower arm. We could have had him out, but he would have been out for up to 8 weeks. He'd have missed the important games for us. So he's playing in a protective cast. Not quite fully fit. Good enough to make the bench today for us. Charlie Kendall's on there as well. James Ferry, Ian Gale, and Mark Wright. Let's do it. First game of today's episode. Hopefully, it's not going to be a one-game episode. So here we go then. The playoffs begin. It'd be nice to see a decent crowd as well today. It looks as though we've got a few here in both stands. The Maidstone fans have filled behind the goal there. There is their lineup. They've got Regan Booty in central midfield as well. He's a really good player for this level. But let's get into it. Straight into the game. Can we get ourselves a win and through to the semi-finals of the playoffs? The form doesn't matter. We were Finished, I think it was 12 points above Maidstone in the league. But this is a one-game shootout and one which we thought we'd taken the lead, but the flag is up. Charlie Walker was the man on target, but a good positive early start from us. But like I was saying, we finished 12 points above these in the league. But in a one-game shootout, absolutely anything can happen. We have got the ball here with Ironton, who's been a brilliant signing for us. Here's Lua in towards Weltdale. He's found Jallo, the man that we pulled in late, and he's just missed the target. Real big opportunity after 10 minutes to put us a goal ahead. Now, we've definitely started the better team, but we haven't hit the target yet. Here come Maidstone, though, with a header off the line by Drake. Brilliant bit of defending from him. Regan Booty will pick it up. Maybe look to get another cross in. Brown does. There's a man at the back post, but it thought it was going to run out for a goal kick. Willock is there. Comfortable save for Worgan. Maidstone just having a little bit of the better of it at this moment in time as they clear the ball away once again. Easily picked up, though, by Flanagan. Can we build something? Here's Chris Weltdale, the man that's had a great season. Greg Lua back in towards Weltdale. Gets the better of his man. He's got Charlie Walker there. And the flag stays down this time. He puts us 1-0 ahead. 30 minutes into this game. We've got fans behind the goal. I'm not used to seeing this. Absolutely brilliant scenes. I'll be interested to see what the attendance is today. But we got a little bit fortunate there. Weltdale did well. Charlie Walker peeled away from his man. And he strikes his 31st goal of the season to put us 1-0 up in this massive game. So we've almost made it to half-time. 4 minutes to go. And here come Maidstone once again. They get themselves into the penalty area. Ball comes in. And Weltdale will clear this away to absolutely nobody. We seem to be a little bit nervous. The players should be fit enough, though, because I rested all of them for the final game of the season with this game in mind. Here's Greg Lua. Pumps one forward. Charlie Walker's in again. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, and he's skied it into the fans behind the goal. So we start the second half then. So far, so good. We will keep an eye on players' stats and fitness, but we've got a corner. Jallo's whipped it in. It's cleared away, but only as far as Curry, who finds Drake, and he fires it over the top of the crossbar. Drake did get his first goal for us recently. It was an absolute screamer, and he was trying to do exactly the same again there. But like I said, so far, so good, almost an hour in. We've got Jallo that's not having a great game. Poor free kick from Weltdale, straight into the arms of the Maidstone goalkeeper. I sense a big kick coming here, and here it is. But, fortunately for us, they didn't have a striker running onto it. Here is Curry down this left-hand side. Finds Jallo, who's probably going to come off very, very soon. Wiley over the top, in towards Walker. One-on-one again. Great finish from him. 2-0. 25 minutes to go. 32nd goal of the season for Charlie Walker. And do you know what? I think whatever division we're in, based on the form that he's been in this season, we've got to give him another contract. Brilliant ball over the top from Wiley. Walker took it first time. Keeper, absolutely no chance. Right, let's make a change then. We'll take Jallo off. Let's bring on Joe Rollinson on that left-hand side. Apart from him, everybody else is looking okay. Everybody's having a decent game, so we'll just make that one change for now. We've also just taken off Greg Lua and brought on Charlie Kendall. Again, purely fitness-based reasons. I'm not even sure when the next game is. We'll take off Dickinson and bring on Gale, but there's 4 minutes to go. And there is another highlight, potentially for Maidstone. Phillips with the ball in. Free header, 2-1. And we need to be very careful. I'm just going to tell the boys to focus for the final 4 minutes. I thought we were going to be in for a nice, easy ride towards the end of this game and safely into the next round. But this could be a difference maker. We need to hang on. And there is another highlight with 1 minute to go. Rollinson is going to take it in front of the Maidstone fans. Ball whips in. Gale is there. Danger gets cleared away. Luckily for us, Ironton is onto it. Drives one. Walker's going to pick this up now in the penalty area. Goes back towards Curry. And then he whips it in. Weltdale's on his own. It's 3-1. And we are safely into the semi-finals of the playoffs. We'll absolutely take it. I've just noticed the attendance as well. 2,471. The ground, half full. We'll take it, though, based on our 800 average attendance that we've had this season. That is great. But the most important thing is that we are through to the semi-finals, a 3-1 victory. And, of course, the two top goal scorers in the team were the ones that weighed in with the goods. But overall, a brilliant all-round performance. Billericay also making it through to those semi-finals. A 1-0 victory for them over Bath City. But the question is, Which team are we? Oh, we're playing Dulwich Hamlet, aren't we, in the semi-final? That's on the 14th. We've only got 3 days recovery time, and I believe that is over 2 legs. I do need to check, though. Let me just go look in the schedule all the way down to the bottom, and it's not. It's 1 leg away from home, extra time and penalties if it's a draw at full time. Now, Dulwich Hamlet have got an advantage in this game. They haven't played for a week because they got the bye along with Oxford City. So this is going to be a really tough game, especially in terms of fitness. Now, we are going to make just 1 change to the team that beat Maidstone by 3-1. Hutchinson is going to start on the left-hand side in place of Jallow. Aside from that, everybody's relatively fit. Flanagan looks as though he's struggling a little bit, but he's a player that we'll monitor, we'll keep an eye on. He's had an amazing season for us. I can't leave him out in a game as big as this. Anyway, playoff semi-finals away from home against Dulwich Hamlet. It's going to be a tough one, but hopefully we can have some success. Now, Dulwich Hamlet finished 2nd in the table behind the team that won the league in Ebbsfleet. You know, everybody predicted that they were going to win the league. They went on and did that. There is our lineup once again. Champion Hill, Dulwich Hamlet. Let's get the teams out and let's get kicked off. Again, it'd be interesting to see. Oh, the attendance is 3,000, so there's more here. They're actually quite good for the fans, Dulwich Hamlet are. But we've not made a fantastic start in terms of the stats. 4 shots for them, just the 1 for us, and an early free kick. Ball whips into the box. Dickinson does really well to head that away. And then Green gets onto it. Back towards Richardson. It's good football from Dulwich Hamlet. I'm trying to remember what the result was when we played them here earlier in the season. I think we got ourselves a draw. Here's Jackson, though. Green is there. Great tackle at the back, but it ends up in the back of the net. 8th goal of the season for Jordan Green, and that is not the start we wanted. Right, let's just keep encouraging. It's a big game. These players have had a long season, but they can come back when they need to. Ball in over the top. Wiley's there. He's hit the crossbar. Hutchinson will tap it into the net. And 10 minutes after they take the lead, we get ourselves an equaliser. And it's the man that has come into the team today, Dominic Hutchinson, who's got it for us. We're a little bit unfortunate, to be fair. I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing, by the way. We're unfortunate that the header didn't go in from Wiley, but it's an absolute tap-in from Hutchinson. He won't score an easier goal all season, and we're back on level terms. Corner, though, for Dulwich Hamlet. It's whipped in by Henry. Taylor's at the back post, and that goes just over the top. We have sort of eased our way back into this game as it's gone on, but they look very dangerous coming forward. There's Mills, and he's made it 2-1. I was convinced he was offside, but it's not. His 50th goal for the team. I don't know how long he's been there, but I was absolutely convinced this was offside. We must have had somebody deeper than what they were. He's level with Dickinson. So into the half-time break. 2-1 down. We haven't had the better of the game. Right, a little bit of criticism at half-time. We do need to keep an eye on Chris Weltdale because he does look as though he's struggling. There's a header away from Wiley. Weltdale gets there first, and Greg Lure will pick this up, but he is pretty much on his own. He needs some support up there. So he holds it up, and then he gives it away. Ball pumped downfield again, but we should pick this up easily enough. Here we come with Lure, and Hutchinson's got it again, the goal scorer on this left-hand side. We've kept the ball for quite a while here. This is a long high leap. Ball gets whipped in. Weltdale heads it just wide. I think we're going to have to take Weltdale off soon. Yeah, it's got to happen. Let's bring on Joel Rollinson. Not fully fit, but again, he's a man that can absolutely change the game for us. Just over half an hour to go, and we need to find ourselves an equaliser. Will it come from this highlight? Here is Rollinson, the substitute, and it's somehow not gone in. It's gone out for a corner in the end. It's a fantastic block by the defender in front of the Dulwich Hamlet fans. Ball whipped in by Rollinson, cleared away, and it's come back out to Rollinson once again. Can he get a delivery? The linesman flag goes up late. So 25 minutes to go. I think we're going to have to make 2 changes. We're going to take off Ironton. We're going to bring on James Ferry, and we will also... Oh, what do we do about the defence? We're going to keep the defence as it is. Walker's not having a great game, but he can score himself a goal. Greg Lewar's going to come off, and we're going to bring on Charlie Kendall. Does pop up with an important goal every now and again. And we're going to have to go attacking. Demand more. Ball in from Ferry. Goalkeeper has decided to punch it away this time. And Dulwich Hamlet look as though they're going to get us on the break with Missoura, a player that we did try to sign in the summer, but he chose to go to Dulwich instead. Has it on the right-hand side, finds Henry, great save by Worgan. He's going to go for a second attempt. Worgan does really well again. As it stands, with 10 minutes to go, we are staying in this division next season. We've got to drop one last encourage on the players. They're absolutely out on their feet, our players, but there is another highlight. 3 minutes to go, and Curry will pick up the ball on this left-hand side. Decides to travel with it. Finds Hutchinson, our goal scorer. Can he find a delivery into the box? Yes, he can. Kendall's there, but it's over the top of the crossbar. And is that the final highlight that we are going to see in this match, as 3 minutes of stoppage time are going to be played? And that's it. We're staying in the Vanarama National League South next season after a 2-1 defeat. Oh, absolutely devastated. And they will play against Oxford City, who finished third in the league. They beat Billericay Town by 1-0. So it's a bit unfortunate, but do you know what? We've had a fantastic season. When you think about where we were predicted to finish, which was sort of like mid-table, a bit of mid-table obscurity for this year, we've done superbly well, but we need to try and go one better next year. Fourth place finish, 78 points. 23 wins from 40 games, 9 draws and 8 defeats. Second best goal difference in the division. It's definitely something to build on for next year. Now we will go on to the 22nd of May and we'll see exactly who wins that playoff final, and we'll look at the division above us as well, see who's going to go where. We're going to do the end of season review first though. So new arrivals this year all did pretty well. I do like Josh Flanagan. I'd definitely like to keep him here next season. Of course, Mark Wright joined as well from Crawley Town. 28 appearances in total for us. Got 12 assists, which is absolutely massive. Arthur Ironton will do really well for us this next season. He signed in January. Last club was Stevenage. Played 11 games for us. Got 3 assists. Grabbed himself a goal as well. Hutchinson was decent on loan from Watford. And yeah, we just had some really good all-round performances. Max Drake, 19 years old, 41 appearances for us this season. Our biggest win was away against Slough Town, 6-2. The match to remember was apparently a 5-1 game against Chelmsford, and the goal of the season was actually scored by James Ferry in the 4-0 home victory against Slough Town. They must absolutely hate us. We beat them home and away this season. Now, financially, of course, we did well too out of the FA Cup, reaching the second round. It'd be nice to do that again next season. We got to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. 88 shirts we sold in total. Wow. Weltdale was the most popular name on the back, along with Rollinson, Ironton, Kendall, and Greg Lewin. Nothing in there for Charlie Walker, the top goal scorer. Now, the fans' player of the season went to centre-back Mitchell Dickinson. Flanagan, his centre-back partner, got young player of the season. Great signing in Arthur Ironton in signing of the season. James Ferry, we also saw, got goal of the year. But Charlie Walker, 32 goals. He was the top goal scorer. Mark Wright with 12 assists. And the most player of the match awards went to Chris Weltdale. 8 man of the match awards. Dickinson got the best average rating. And Reece Wiley, most passes completed per 90 minutes. So yeah, do you know what? It's been a good season. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, we've also signed a new contract with the club that's going to take us to the end of next season. The board just simply want us to finish in the top half, work within the wage budget, and do what we've been doing now. Signing players for the under-23s and trying to play entertaining football. The board have also set the initial budgets for next season. We've got a new main kit sponsor, a 1-year sponsorship deal worth £15,000, so that's great. We've got a new scouting budget of 35k, and our initial budgets, as the wage has gone up slightly actually. We were on 6.3k per week. They've moved that up to 6.5, and we've actually got a transfer budget of 7k for next season. Do you know what? We've got £100,000 in the bank. The finances are actually looking really, really good. And even when you look at the projection going forward, they look great. We've got no debt. We've got no loans. So we've got plenty that we can build on this next season. We can move some of the players out of the club. And I think that we can build an even better squad for Season 2. Let's have a look at who wins in the finals then. So Grimsby Town playing Stockport County in that Builder Base FA Trophy final. and Dulwich Hamlet against Oxford City in a bid to go up to the Vanarama National League. Grimsby beat Stockport 2-0 after extra time, and Dulwich Hamlet lose in the final against Oxford City, an 81st minute goal, winning them promotion to the Vanarama National next season. Let's have a look at some of the other tables then. In the north, Boston United, they beat Fields 2-1 in the final of that league. They went up automatically, along with Darlington, Telford and Leamington Spa were the teams that were relegated. In terms of the Vanarama National League, they're still going through the playoffs at this moment in time, but the league table, Grimsby Town won it, 100 points. Stockport, Solihull Moors, Notts County and Aldershot in the playoffs. Coming down, Maidenhead United, Altrincham and Dover Athletic. The League 2 playoff final is going to be played between Carlisle and Leyton Orient. Walsall, Bristol Rovers and Forest Green going up automatically. Stevenage and Newport County relegated to the National League. The League 1 playoff final has been played. Sheffield Wednesday back into the Championship after beating Rotherham in an all-South Yorkshire final. Ipswich Town won the league. Portsmouth in second place. Sheffield Wednesday actually finishing in 6th, got themselves promoted. Morecambe, Cambridge, Bolton and Cheltenham all relegated. The Championship playoff final will be played between West Brom and Blackburn Rovers. Fulham and Bournemouth getting their place back in the Premier League. Blackpool, Derby and Peterborough relegated in Season 1. And in terms of the Premier League, that was won by 2 points by Manchester United. City 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Arsenal in 4th, just above Chelsea, Spurs and Leicester. Wolves relegated, which is a bit of a surprise. Oh, Brighton, they've gone as well as Brentford. But guys, that will do it for today's episode. Sadly, we were not able to get promotion through the playoffs, but I'm confident that next season we can build a good squad that can take us that one step further, and promotion has to be on the cards next season. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like on today's episode. Make sure you subscribed for more Football Manager content, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.